hello, everybody. Welcome to Worship Party. Thank you so much
welcome,
for another video.
Another social discussion.
Yes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the link. Okay, y'all, we're going to get right back into it. Today's topic is hot. Very hot. It's spicy.
I see it to be lukewarm though. Not too hot, not too cold. Let's see.
I think it's hot.
Alright, let's go.
So we're gonna see how it goes. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about career decisions in a child's life.
Yeah.
If that authority should lie solely on the child,
who's to make that decision,
or if the parents should make that decision.
Okay.
So what is your stance on it?
Okay. So first of all, I want us to look at what career means. Like it's an occupation, for a living, right? Yeah, we do to get some cash, and then it comes with certain benefits or profits. Okay, I would say that so I would take the position of parents taking the decision when it comes to career choosing for a child. That's what I would say.
Well, obviously, I disagree.
Okay.
Because I feel like
it's okay to
a career. It's a career.
Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's see what you got.
Let me lay my case down.
Okay. All right.
So
I'm here. I'm listening.
A career is something that you as a person you're gonna do, and it's potential to put like a long-term thing, that something you were gonna do for a while to make a living out of.
I agree with
that. For you to be doing something for that long, it has to be something you're actually passionate about. Because if you're not passionate about it and you're going in for the wrong reasons, like hence say your parents force you to go through that career, you're not going to put in that much effort into it. And it's not going to be really long term, because you find yourself doing something, even if it pays money, you're not fulfilled or happy by what you're doing. And that's just not going to be long lasting.
Okay. So that's your point.
Yes.
Okay, I would disagree with your case because I feel like children follow their passion, they follow joy, and I feel like it's wrong because sometimes if like you have a child, right, and then let's say you're a lawyer, and then you expect the child to also become a lawyer, they tend to follow their joy, they tend to follow their passion, but at the end of the day, they go and get stuck at a point. Doesn't make sense. For example,
I see where you're coming from, but I think the role of parents in a child's career decision is to be a guide. Like, for example, with me, my whole family is in healthcare. Okay. Like, I think I'm the only lawyer, or in my immediate family, I'm like literally the only one in law. Everybody else is like healthcare and stuff. So, ideally, and I was also good at science. Ideally, obviously, my dad, he's a pharmacist. If you ask him, he probably would be like, yeah, I want you to go into healthcare, be like whatever, But his thing was, growing up, I had a passion with dancing and obviously law, but I always knew I wanted to be a lawyer and stuff like that. And let's say there's a time where I want to be a dancer, my dad would be like, okay, not saying dancing is not a good career or whatever. If that's your talent, that's your calling, please go for it and whatnot. He's like, okay, that's a good career, but you also have to look at the downside of that side. Like, it's not really very stable, or you also have to be it's kind of difficult to excel in that career. And if that's something you're willing to sacrifice, you have to look at that. So that also saying, well, compared to you also wanting to be a lawyer, which actually your interest, this is a stable job. It's going to give you a good income. Even in law, the field that I want to go to, he's like, nah, that's not really where the money is, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, he's concerned about me being stable in life, which is
but I
understandable.
Feel like, it's understandable. And what he's trying to do is because he has more experience. He's been in the field for a longer time. He's been in the medical field, let's say medical field, right? He's been in the medical field for a long time, so he has that experience. And especially when you need support in that aspect, he would be able to help you out because he already has that kind of knowledge, or he has. And
I get that. I'm not saying that you just disregard everything your parents are saying. Okay. But it's like, okay, I hear you. I'm going to take into consideration. And I also know my abilities and my strength and what I can
No, you don't know your abilities. Children don't know their abilities.
And maybe if I was like 5, you get it. But like I'm what? I'm about to be 23.
It doesn't matter.
So it's kind of like
you still have an influence.
I know what
in your
I'm
life.
passionate about and what I can. I know what I can do and what I can do. I know like if I'm not passionate about something, it's just gonna be a short-term thing and that's it. It's not gonna be long-term. And that's like I'm old enough where obviously I'm not too old where I'm like, oh my god, I know everything. Nah, he's way more matured and he's more experienced than me.
So that's
when
insight.
he says that, I'm like, okay, I get where you're coming. You have more insights. I'm gonna take into consideration, like I'm gonna factor that in when I'm making a decision about my career. But it's not gonna be just solely based on because my dad said this, I'm gonna do this. At that point, I'm just gonna find myself.
That he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. That's why you take it into consideration. But you also have to weigh things together, see the pros and cons, and put everything.
He already knows the pros and cons. So why do you also?
He knows his pros and cons, but you're talking about this is your life.
No, he has ideas. He has knowledge about all the other aspects. So let's say when it comes to political sector, he knows more than you do. And when it comes to like maybe. Let's say he's into agriculture, right? He knows more. And when he says you have to also do the family business like an agriculture, you have to follow suit.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not interested in it, I wouldn't really care about that business.
Sometimes
I would just be like, okay, whatever.
Sometimes we make bad decisions when it comes to career, especially your father have observed you for a long time. Okay, he knows you very well than anybody else. Okay, so now when you were in grade, how do you say grade school?
Which one? Like middle school, high school?
How do you say it?
Middle school,
grade
high school.
1, grade 2. How do you,
first grade.
First grade, okay. When you were in first
school.
grade, when you were in high school, second. Okay, so it's like he knew your capabilities. He knew the courses you were interested in. So let's say you were good in science. It's like, no, Debbie, you'll be good in this aspect. So I would want you to do pharmacy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he's telling you to do pharmacy, he knows what he has observed about you. And he knows you could do better in the science aspect. You see what I'm saying?
See, growing up, I was actually very good at science. And science was
so he was not wrong when he said, go and do pharmacy.
No, but one thing I was like, I'm very good at science, but I'm not passionate about science.
No,
enough.
that's
For
where
example,
the problem
I'm also
is.
doing
if you
a
follow
very
your passion.
That's the thing. Mind you, though, science is something I'm not passionate. If I feel like if I chose science, it would not take me anywhere. Not that obviously it would, the income would, but like it wouldn't take me anywhere personally. But obviously, I'm also doing a career which is, by God's grace, a good career that's stable and all.
I mean, your situation is a little different.
But it can still be the same thing. But it's like, I know because of my passion for justice, I can continue with this path.
Okay.
And I know, like, because I'm so passionate about it, whenever hardship even occur, I'm like, okay, this is a step back, but I'm gonna push through it.
Hold on.
But as compared to science, I'll be like, this is not even my passion, and I'm going through all this trouble.
So
why am I worrying myself?
You keep saying passion. That's where the problem is. The thing is, okay, hold on. Your father, have you ever sat down and asked yourself why your father wanted you to do a pharmacy? I mean, it's not intentional using your case as a case study, but
he never really expressed to me. Okay, I'll use my sister as an example.
Okay.
So she at first wanted to be a dentist.
Okay.
That's what she wanted. That's what she went to school for. And then it was like she's also very indecisive. She did psychology. She switched her majors so many times.
That's another point. Confusion.
See, at that somebody like that, I'm making a point. Like somebody like that, I get why the parents will have to step in. Like, okay, my child is clearly in need of guidance, so let me guide them in that aspect.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, she chose to do the same field that he does, and she's happy in that.
Exactly.
As compared to me, who I already knew what I wanted to do since I was a child, like since I was very little.
You've still not answered my question.
No, wait, I'm getting there.
Okay,
since I was very little, I already knew. Like even at some point, like my own mom tried to convince me not to be a lawyer, and I'm like, no. And
that's what I'm saying. So
she knows.
You ask her why she said she doesn't want you to be a lawyer.
If I say her reason, you have to laugh at
But okay, what about your father?
My dad never really questioned that because it was a good career. but I made a hypothetical situation in the first example. Like if he wanted me to be a pharmacist as compared to a lawyer, it's like, okay, yeah, they're both good careers, but
Yeah, sure.
I would do one long term than the other because I'm actually interested in one and want to help people, basically.
But I mean, there's been instances, right? For example, there was a case in UK, right? There was a guy who wanted to be a cyclist, those who ride motorbikes. So the father was in a different career, and then he wanted the son to take over his business. The child was like, no, my interest is not in the family business, but rather in motorcycling. So what he did was, the father didn't pay for the motorbike. What he did was that he went to buy the motorbike himself with his own money, like with his own investment and savings. And then he went to participate in this competition thing. He got an accident, wasn't able to continue his career. You see what I'm saying? So this is where the parents, you have to listen to your parents' advice.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's not. I
So
feel
now
like
his whole career came to
an end.
nothing.
I feel like
You see what I'm saying?
both our stands are equally valid, but it's like a case by case situation. That's what goes
So
on.
it
Like
depends.
a case by case, because certain, like in that case, for example, your case of a parent being like, yes, you need to do this,
Exactly.
would definitely be a
Because
good fit
he knows
for.
what he's getting out of it.
Will be a good fit for my sister, but somebody like me, you actually hurt me more
Why?
than doing.
Your sister also had the same issue, though. She wanted to be a dentist.
That's what I'm saying. In her case, that was a good decision for the parent to step in and be like, you need to do this instead because I see you excelling more in this. Because you like know all these drug names and
So
everything,
you're trying
and
to
my
say
dad was like,
law is more.
see where you're twisting my words, just
Okay,
like
go
you're
ahead.
strong, you're
It's-
strong manning me.
My bad,
That's
my
what
bad,
it is.
my bad.
But that like I'm saying, in her case, the parent stepping in would be perfect. Like, okay, yeah, she needed that, because she was confused at that point. But with me, who has been headstrong and focused about this on the, and if I'm focused on this thing, it only takes God to change my mind. No matter who you are, I don't
Okay, so
care.
let me
Like
ask you.
if this is what I want to do, unless God gives me like, okay, this is not it, I'm not changing my mind. I'm gonna go to it. And that's it. And unless things just don't go my way, then I'm gonna go to a different course.
So you prefer you enter the job, and then, like, when it doesn't go well, you come back. That's what you're trying to say.
Not really. I prefer, like, the parent will give me this advice on the job. Like, maybe they have any form of hesitation. Like, this is my hesitations for this job. Then I consider that, pray about those hesitations. Like, hey, God, this is what, even in the field of law that I'm pursuing now, my dad is not the biggest fan. But then, obviously, I was like, okay, I see where he's coming from. And I pray to God, like, okay, God, this is what my dad is saying. This is what I want to say. But at the end of the day, you put me on this earth and you have a purpose. So which way should you go? And you just let the Spirit lead you where it wants you to go.
Okay. And I've seen confusion, like you said. A lot of people are confused when it comes to choosing a career path. That's where the parent steps in. So now, the parents have been there for a while. They've existed for a while, and they know the ins and outs of such careers. There are some careers, and when you might enter the career, but you cannot do that for in a long term.
Oh, short term.
Like, it's just a short term. Like in your youthful stage, you have the strength to do that, but it will get to a point you might not be able to do that anymore. And children do not consider that. They do not like look into it. But the parents know, they've been there for a long time, and they know which career is best for you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So once you take that path, I mean, you realize that now.
And I also feel like, I think sometimes too, the mistake most parents do is they try to put their kid in a box.
Okay.
For example, yeah, I know some passions are short term, but there's no, a child cannot be limited to just one career choice. Let's say for example, they're good at sports.
Okay.
And they're like exceptional at sports, and they want to do that professionally. I don't think a parent should discourage them doing that. They should actually invest in that, but also be like, yes, this is what you want to do. I'm going to invest in it, but you need to have a plan B.
Yeah.
In the sense that when sports does not work out, you still have a strong career choice. Like let's say you're gonna go to college regardless, and while you're in college, get a business degree.
Okay.
And if sport doesn't work out, you have a business degree to rely on, and that's what it is. But it's more. Most people will be like, "What? Sports is not a serious career. Do business only." Like the kid can do both, and it's not a matter of what you say, it's a matter of how you say it. Like if you're trying to control it, and nobody likes to be controlled. As humans, we don't like to be controlled. We're gonna actually, if you tell me what to do, I actually rebel. I don't do what you say because I'm like, it's bad sometimes, but it's like, why are you like telling me what? Like I'm actually gonna do the opposite of what you said, and that's what most of the times most parents find out there's a clash between you and your kid. But that could have easily been avoided. Okay, I see this. I see why you want to do it. I'm gonna help you and invest in it with you. Like I just want what's best for you, but I also want you to have this plan B just in case things. I'm not saying it's not gonna work out, but so in case it doesn't work out,
there should be like a plan B.
Exactly.
Okay, that's right. I agree with that. Yeah, there was an instance where like a student, right? His interest was to do arts, like this one. You see what I'm saying? He entered into arts. Things were not going well. Throughout her career, she was able to only like sell just one artwork. And then she became dramatic. Okay, it's affected her psychologically, and through that she died. And now, when she died was when she became like famous. The started like began making money.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? But at that point, it was too late.
She's already dead.
Yes, so she was supposed to listen to the parents' advice. You see what I'm saying?
See, I also don't. Though I do say you should have like the ultimate, the last say when it comes to your career. I also don't think you should disregard everything your parents say. It's like I don't think you don't be hard-headed. Because at the end of the day, they just want what's best for you.
You have to be open-minded.
Yeah, exactly. They just want what's best for you, and always take what they say into consideration. No matter how much you disagree with them, still look at it from their perspective and take it into consideration. Because at the end of the day, the Bible knows why it's saying obey your parents and the Lord. You are just considering what they're saying. Okay, this is what they say. Let me also put it against what I'm saying and try to see maybe there's a middle ground. You don't have to crush it. Exactly. Maybe like there's a middle ground somewhere. There's something that can come out of this, you know. So I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. What? This is Worship Party. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Put down your comment section. If you disagree with me, let us know. If you disagree with Debbie, let us know. If you have a different opinion, put it in the comment section. And
also, y'all have been slacking. You know, I feel like after I praised you guys for like commenting and engaging with the stuff, you guys, I don't know if you got into your head or what. Like,
that's okay. Do you comment?
I do. Actually, I do. I actually do.
You yourself, you don't comment.
No, wait.
But I want people to comment.
Don't
comment.
I respond to comments.
Hey, one of the things that
I respond to comments.
You feel lazy about is commenting under people's comment section. But this is not an excuse.
You should do it. I'll respond to your comments. Comments, I'll respond.
So let us see your comments.
Let us see. Like,
let's see what you think.
What you're thinking.
Yeah, and if you disagree with us, and if you have
change your style. Change your style. Do you like that? Do you like that? Oh yeah. That kind of flash.
So all right. Worship Party. This is a discussion on whether parents should make a choice when it comes to their career path. But
what are you mad for?
Bro, from that cat. Masa, you treated it to you. When it's best, Masa, you get treat.
Yeah, you get treat. I said, oh, me, I get treat.
Okay.